can use a chat panel. So there is a chat option is there, so you can use a chat panel and you can just type there. Yes, okay, fine. So this is my second introduction class. I think I have seen I can see some a new participants are there. I think okay. Just can let me know about how many people has been joined for the today's class. So if it is your today's is your first class, in the chat just type the first session or just first. And if you have been joined yesterday, so just type as the second actually, so that just I can get some idea about how many people has already attended yesterday's class and how many new guys are there. Okay, Shravan second class. Okay, Suresh it is second class. Okay, Mokshit second class. Okay, 3. Okay, 3, 4 Somani first class. Okay, Neelam Somani first class. Okay, so I have seen one person with the one participant with the first session. I think there are 6 participants are there. I think 6 are there. I think maybe 5 maybe this one and one maybe the first class actually. Okay. Yeah, Neelam, being it is your first class, I have taken. Okay, Sach Prakash is the second class actually. Okay. I think there are 6 participants totally. Out of that, one Mokshit Reddy, second Suresh, Shravan second, and Satya Prakash 4. Okay, one more is there. Suresh, Mokshit Reddy, and what about Lokesh? Are you first class or second class actually? Okay, so I've seen one person, and okay, so all of the people has been joined for the second class. Only one participant is there who has been attended for the first class actually. Neelam, I think hope you can hear me. So yesterday there is one just a demo class actually. It is an introduction class actually. So where just we have started with just basic introduction only. We have not started with any implementation also. We have just started with some of the basic principles of machine learning. So what exactly the machine learning will do and what exactly the use cases of that. So just to understand that what we are going to do it in real time. So just to understand that, I have given some small introduction regarding that. So even if you missed yesterday's class, there is no need to worry because it is only just a demo session only. So this is what exactly we have been got discussed. So once again, I'll give a quick review of what we have been got discussed. Just a 5 minutes, a quick review will be given to just conclude yesterday's session actually. So let us continue the session actually. So Neelam, I think you are the only one participant who has been joined for the first class. So don't worry, just continue the session, continue the discussion. So again, whatever we have been discussed, again, we'll be getting some idea in the actual classes. It is only a demo class only, so I didn't started with any practical. I just given a basic idea about what is meaning of machine learning actually. So once again, have a quick review, just understanding the concept. So actually the course is going to be data science actually. It is going to be a data science actually. And one more participant has been joined, John. Hi John, can you hear me? Just now John has been joined.
Hi, yeah, I could hear you. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Is it your first class or second session actually?
Second session. Yesterday also I attended.
Yesterday I attended. Okay, fine. Thank you. Okay. So let's continue the discussion. So yeah, John, you can put yourself in the mute. Okay. Yeah, it's already in mute. Okay. So if you have any questions, you can just unmute yourself and you can speak. If you have any issue with the mics, you can just use a chat panel and you can type your questions actually. Okay. So except one participant, Neelam, remaining all of them has been joined in yesterday's class. So let us continue the discussion. Let's continue. So once again, have a quick review. Maybe for Neelam, you may have a little bit confusion because yesterday we done a detailed discussion about that. So in data science, we are going to be learning one subpart. Actually, what is data science? I have not yet discussed it completely, but I'll come back to that. Inside the data science, we are going to be using a topic, a concept called as a machine learning. So if the course name is nothing but even you see the course, the name of the course is data science with machine learning. So with machine learning and Python actually. So leave that particular Python. We are going to be learning the machine learning, which is a part of a data science. Even we have other topic which is going to be deep learning is also there. Oh, okay, sorry. Just a minute. Okay, I think now you can see my screen. I didn't share the screen. Okay. So it is going to be deep learning. So it is going to be a kind of a deep learning is going to be there. So I'll talk about what is deep learning later. So right now I'm not discussing about deep learning. At a time you cannot understand it. Slowly we have to study the cases actually. So because it is completely a latest technology, so the people does not have that much idea about that. Normally Java, .NET, these are all everybody having the idea about that. Okay. So everybody have the idea about what is meaning of a programming language. So I can make you understand what is program, what is a language. So easily we can understand. But machine learning is something different from that. So slowly we'll understand it. This is a data we have. So data is given to the machine. The data is going to be given to the machine. The relation between so I given some
Your voice is
variable.
not audible.
Yes, sir. Your voice is
Unable to hear.
breaking.
Just give me a minute. Yeah, yeah, just give me a minute. Just give me a minute. Yeah. Now can you hear me clearly now? All of you?
Yes.
Yes, please proceed.
Okay. Okay. So it's been actually with some slight disconnection. Okay, fine. Let's continue. So yesterday I've given a small toy example. So I'm not going for a real examples actually. So let us give a small toy example. So I have given some example yesterday. So given the value of x and y, if x is 1 and y is 10, if x is 2 and y is 20, and if x is 3 and y is 30, and x is 4 and y is going to be 40. So what I did is I have asked the value for what is the y value for x5 and what is the y value for x50 it is going to be, or 500. So you have given me the answer immediately saying that for 5 it is going to be 50 and for 500 it is going to be 5000, because the pattern is very easy. So I told you the machine learning algorithms, it is going to be nothing but finding the f of x actually. So finding the function which is going to be best suitable for that particular x variable. But every time x is not a single variable, it can be multiple variables also will be there. It can be multiple variables. Don't think that it is just only two variables will be there. One is an x and one is a y. But generally, whatever you are trying to predict, this is represented as a y. Given the values or given the features is going to be nothing but what we are going to call it as the x, whatever we are going to call it as a features. So x is going to be nothing but given the feature x, we have to find the function f of x. The machine will find out what is the f of x for predicting this value called as n, whatever the y variable is there. The y is going to be nothing but what we call it as a target actually. That's why this f of x is what we are going to call it as a target function. We are going to call it as. It is what we call it as a target function, what we are going to call it as. So what is machine learning is doing here? So to the machine, what I'm going to give here is I'm going to give the x and I'm going to give the y. My machine understands the data and it is going to tell you what is f of x. So how the x and y is related, it is going to tell you by this example. So I just want to show you one small practical example. So don't worry. For that, I'm going to use a Python. So I told you exactly. So understanding, so applying this algorithm is very easy. But what is that algorithm? How the algorithm works? That is what exactly we have to work on that. And yesterday we done that discussion actually. We are going to discuss about each and every algorithm. This, without understanding what is algorithm, I can directly tell you this is a code what we can do that. So I'll just show you one small example. Have a look at this. Don't worry what I'm doing here now because we have not yet started with any practicals. So don't think that, sir, I don't know Python. What shall I do? Whatever that is required to understand the machine learning or for implementing of machine learning, whatever the Python is required, I'm going to teach you. Don't worry about that. So the first thing is I'm going to be importing a module called as an pandas. So whenever I want to work with that kind of a data sets, we are going to create something called as a pandas data frames we are going to create. Data frame is nothing but just like if you are familiar with SQL, we have tables are there. Simple. A data set is nothing but what we call as a data frame. So just have a look at this. I'm going to prepare a data frame now. It is going to be a simple example, pd dot. I'm going to create a data frame basically. Creating a data frame is very easily for us. So have a look at this. I'm going to say X here. Don't worry about that. X is 1, 2, 3, 4 and the Y is equals to X is 1, 2, 3, 4 and the Y. Just I want to show you how exactly we are going to do that. Just a sequence of steps actually. We have to know the procedure and we have to understand that. So 10, 20, 30, 40. So this is my data frame actually. So I'm going to put this data in a variable called as an df equals to, and I'm going to print what is that particular df is equals to. I'm just printing what is the value of the df actually. So don't worry, just quickly, I just 5 minutes, not more than that, it will take it. So these are the values what I have been given, the same data set. The x is 1 and y is 10, x is 2, y is 20, x is 3, y is 30, and x is 4, y is 40. So we have to train the machine first of all. So observe carefully how I'm going to train the machine actually. Very simple. Y is our target variable, x is going to be nothing but our whatever the input variable it is going to be there. So don't worry about that. So from sklearn dot, it is going to be nothing but, so we have something called as a linear regression. This is actually nothing but a linear regression concept is going to be there. So from sklearn dot, it is going to be something called as, we'll import, everything is importing only. We don't write anything. So it is a linear model import. I'm going to be importing something what we are going to call it as a linear regression concept. We are going to be importing actually. It is what we call it as a linear regression. That's it. I'm going to call the classifier CLF is equals to, it's very simple. I'm just going to call the function called as an linear regression. See, very simple I'm going to do. CLF dot fit, I'm fitting the data actually. Whatever the data is there, df of, which is going to be X, that is my feature. What is my target, which is going to be nothing but df of, which is going to be nothing but y. Over. Training is over. That's it. Only thing is you don't know what is meaning of linear regression. You don't know what is meaning of a linear regression, but it is going to do that actually. It has done. So it has been done with that. So it will tell you how the y and x is going to be related actually. That is what we call it as the quotient. So CLF dot, if you want, I can display the whatever that particular the intercept and whatever the quotient is going to be available. So if you have a look at the quotient, what is the quotient of x here? So very clearly you can see that x quotient is going to be nothing but 10 actually. It is nothing but y is equals to nothing but 10 times the x value what we can see. We have an intercept also. Intercept is not there actually. So at CLF dot, we have an intercept is available. Intercept is not required because intercept is now 0 only. There is no intercept value actually. It is almost a 0. Don't worry about that. Minus 7 into 10 to the power of minus 15 is 0 actually. Now I want to make the system to predict the data actually. So I'm going to make the system to predict the data actually. So what I'm going to do now, CLF dot simple, I'm going to write predict function, predict, and I'm going to give the value. Any value we can give, just I'm giving a data set called as PD dot, it is going to be the data frame. And I'm just giving the value of X, which is going to be nothing but the 5 and the 50 values I'm going to be giving here now. I'm just giving the value, which is going to be 5 and the 50 is the value what I'm giving here. So just have a look at this. It's very simple. Right now you may not understand it clearly, but later we can understand it clearly. I'm asking to predict the values. Simply if you observe carefully, the value is going to be 50 and it is going to be nothing but 500 is the values. If you want, I'll print the value actually. Print the CLF dot, which is going to be the intercept, the quotient value, and it is going to be CLF dot. It is going to be nothing but the intercept value I'm going to be printing. So this is a quotient and this is an intercept. very clearly it is predicting the value for 5 and predicting the value for 50. So same example, I'm making a small change. See, I'm going to make it as 10 and make it as 14 and made it as which is going to be 18 and I'm going to make it as a 22. So yesterday when I given the same example and when I asked you what is the value for 5, what is the value of 50, 500 or 50 or 500, whatever it may be. So yesterday we said that it is going to be nothing but, yesterday you said that it is going to be, for 5 you have said it is 26. But for 500 you didn't understand what is the value. Only thing is you don't know what is linear regression. But in our actual classes I'll explain you what is linear regression, how it is working, what is this fit method, what is this coefficient, what is this intercept, what is meaning of a data frame. We'll understand all these things. Now for 5 you know the answer which is going to be 26, but for 500 you didn't answer it, but I know the values here now because I already trained the machine actually. So if you can see that the intercept is equals to 4 and the quotient is going to be nothing but 4.5.99999, approximately 6 actually. And I told you it is nothing but y equals to 4 into x plus which is going to be 6. And you can see the value which is going to be 26 for 5 and 2006 for the whatever the variable is there. So starting with the small toy examples, very small, starting with the small toy examples, we can do any complicated examples. It's not that we have only one variable. You can have any number of independent variables can be there. So independent variables can be there. So x, y. Now y is depending only on the x. Maybe y depends on x and z also, or z may be depending on x and y also. So based on that also we can work. So see how simple it is going to be to do the machine learning. But it's when you go to real time, the data set is not that much easy actually. If observed carefully, I loaded the data actually. I didn't done any analytics. I didn't done any data visualization. Nothing have been gotten, but we can see the particular process. That's it. That is a way how we are going to do that. You see any machine learning algorithms, this option will be something like this only. Fit will be there and predict will be there. Common things. But there are different types of algorithm. Linear regression is one of the algorithm what we are having. Similarly, we have a logistic regression. We have a lot of regressions are there. So I'm going to be using something called as a logistic regression we use. Okay, there are so many techniques are available. So we have to understand all that particular techniques only. It is not Python or it is not R. As I already told you, it is the powerfulness of the algorithm. So machine learning was there from 1960s, but why it has been become popular from the last few years before, because it is due to the computing power of our system actually. So the computing power of the systems and as well as the algorithms has become very a complex and a very advanced algorithms has been got developed actually. So mainly in machine learning, the algorithm is the main important. It is not the Python or it is not some other thing. The algorithm is important. If you want to implement any machine learning model or if you want to develop any machine learning model, we have to understand the models are created or defined only with the help of the algorithms only. We have a different types of algorithms. Slowly we'll understand what are the different types of algorithms, KNN, and we are going to be having a decision trees. There are a lot of algorithms are there, and we have something called as a random forest, and we are having a Navi base, and we have something called as an SVMs, and we are having something called as an k-means clustering. So these are all going to be some kind of neural networks, but neural networks are separated. Neural networks are also the algorithms, but these algorithms will be discussed in a separate course called as a deep learning course is available. So a little bit complex algorithms, but without understanding the basic algorithms, we cannot go for the neural networks. So that's why in our machine learning class, whatever we are discussing here, we are going to learn all these kind of an algorithms we are going to be learning. So I'll teach what is KNN, what is decision trees, what are random forests, how it will work, what is Navi base, what is the maths and statistics concept behind them, how the SVM will work, what is k-means clustering, how it is going to work, how to formulate it, how to implement it. So our main concentration is on algorithms and how they are going to be gets working actually. Implementation is very easy. If you ask me to implement a KNN algorithm, it's not a big thing for me. For anybody, it is not a big thing for me. They can just apply that particular algorithm basically. Easily we can do that. So from sklearn.neighbors, the algorithm is very easy. Neighbors import. which is going to be nothing but an what we can call it as a k nearest neighbor classifier will be available. That's it. We have to call the function and we have to set the parameters and fit the data. That's it. No need to do any other things. No need to do any other things. It can fit the data. But only thing is the prediction is not going to be accurate. So depending on the data, depending on the problem you are trying to solve, we have a different types of algorithms. So I'm going to teach you those things in the next coming class, what I'm going to discuss it actually. Okay. So for the today's class, that's it. Don't worry about what I have written. So if you can observe carefully, you can try with any kind of an example. If you want, you can give your own problem also. If you want, anybody can try that example. Give different values of y, and you can ask the system, tell me what is the values of y. Let us try with a small example. Let us do one small example. Let us say that we'll formulate it whether my system is doing correctly or not. I want to take a small problem only. Let us say that I'm going to take something like an 3x plus 6. I'm going to take the value. Otherwise, I'll take it as whatever the value. Let us say some 4x plus, which is going to be some 20. I'll take it actually. So let us take this equation. Y equals to 4x plus 10. So if x is 1, y is going to be how much now? 24 actually. Or otherwise, we take it as 5x. Anything. We'll take it as 25. For example, for 2, it is going to be how much it is going to be. 20 plus 5 into 2, which is going to be what I can say that, which is going to be 40, right? Sorry, 32. For 3, it is going to be nothing but we make it as 35. But don't expect that data is going to be very clear in the real application. If this is the data, what happens, we'll see. This is nothing but the coefficient of x. This is nothing but coefficient of x. And this 20 is going to be nothing but the whatever that intercept value is there. It is nothing but an intercept value. If you remember, it is nothing but in our school days we learned the equation of a line, y equals to mx plus c actually. So m is nothing but what we call as a slope or a coefficient. C is nothing but what we call as an intercept. Let us give the same data. And now for 5, what is the value now? For 5, we know that it is 45. But for 500, how much is the value actually? It is 500 into 5, which is 2500. And 2520 should be the value what we have to get actually. So let us check it out whether it is really working or not. So we'll give the same data actually. This one I'm going to give it as 20. This value I'll give it as 20. You give any complex pattern. So in the first class itself, I don't want to make it complex. That's why I'm taking a very toy examples. But don't think that in real time also we do this kind of toy examples only. We do a lot of other examples. We do that actually. Execute. And I'm asking to make the system to work with this. So sklearn dot. It is going to be nothing but linear model. I'm going to be importing the linear regression. That's it. So predict the value here now. So very easily we can do that. Is it correct actually? It is going to be for 5. Sorry. For 5, it is going to be 20. Okay. So wrongly we have been given. It must be 25 actually. Sorry, we done a mistake. It is 25. This is going to be 30. It's 25, 30, no? Okay. So small mistake we have been done actually. 30. And it is going to be 35. It is 35 and it is 40. So according to that, it will work now. Execute. Okay. So this is a value. Now if you can see that it is going to be 45 and it is going to be 2520 is a value. Even I need not to find it out. So intercept is going to be, the quotient is going to be 5 and the intercept is going to be 20, approximately 19.99996, which is very equivalent to 20. You take any complex examples. So sometimes we'll get in the Facebook or in the WhatsApp, we'll get some values. So the same thing, you can solve it very easily with the help of this particular, the regression concepts, what we can do that. Okay. So today our discussion here is just in a half an hour. I don't want to take much about that. So once again, a quick review of the yesterday's session and what are the techniques we have to learn. I told you. So we have to learn data loading. So I'll teach you how to load the data. Data loading techniques are there from various systems. We have to do some kind of a data analytics. So what are the basic analytics are there? We'll understand what is the purpose of analytics. And we have to do some kind of a data cleansing. Cleaning the data has to be gets done. Our data is very clean data, so it don't require any cleaning right now. And apart from that, we do some kind of a data visualizations. So if you just visualize the data, I know the data actually, it will come like a straight line actually. It will just come as a very straight line. It is going to be gets coming. It's very easily we can do that. So if you just want to plot it, I can plot it just a single line actually. I'll just show you the application actually. If you want to plot the data, if you see the data here, it's very easy actually. So yesterday also I shown you the this one. So import, it is going to be, there are so many modules are there. Cborn as for example SB dot, it is going to be a scatter plot. It is going to be a scatter plot. Just I'm going to write the value as, which is going to be X, and which is going to be nothing but I say Y, and I'm going to say that data is equals to, let us say your DF. That's it. So I'm plotting the data actually. So it is running. So actually it is a straight line actually. It's a straight line will come actually. So you can just plot a different plots also we can do. I have a different plots. So don't worry. So we do the data visualizations actually. If I do a line plot, we are going to be getting a clearly, we are going to get a straight line like this, what we are going to be getting. So mathematically we'll solve the problem like this only. We'll draw a line, whatever the points that are coming on the line and what are the points that are not coming from the line. So don't worry about that. Linear regression depends on this equation only. Y equals to mx plus c. The equation of any straight line is going to be nothing but y equals to mx plus c. Based on that particular concept only, we are going to work with that. So that is the purpose of data visualization. And after that, we have been done the training the data model. Whatever the training has been done, this step is going to be nothing but training the data model actually. We are training this and we are evaluating the model performance. Actually, I didn't done anything. I didn't done any evaluation in our example. We can do the examples. Currently, it is 100% accurately. It is predicting actually. It is 100% accurate. So we have something called as an CLF.score. If you ask the score of the data, so it will tell you how much score it is going to be predicting actually. X. Automatically, it will tell you that it is 100%. It is going to be an accurate value. Just give me a minute. Okay, you have to give the Y value also. So if I give the Y value, it is going to predict that how much accurately it is going to be gets working actually. 100% accurately it is working. Currently that does not doing any errors actually. That's why we are getting the accuracy of 100%, which is going to be 1 actually. If there is a small deviation, in the place of 40, if I have 41 is there, but still my system is going to tell you that it may be the same value actually, because the point is slightly, it is deviated. So there is a little bit error will come actually. 99.7 is an error what we are getting. It is doing some error actually. It may predict actual value is going to be 41, but my predicted value is going to be slightly, there is going to be corrected. 46 is approximated value and 2669.5 actually. It's predicting with a small deviation. That's why 99.7% is an accuracy what we are getting. There will be score will be there. Currently it is giving very higher score only. 99% of 99.7%, whatever we have been predicted is more accurate only. So we'll study the case, how it is going to be done in the later applications. We do that actually. So evaluation of the performance, and then we are having improving of the model performance. Improving the performance of the model actually. So here my machine develops the model, ML model. So the model evaluation has to be done and we try to improve the model performance. So these are the different techniques, what exactly we have to learn as of our machine learning course actually. Fine. So the next discussion here is, yesterday we discussed about what is data science, what is machine learning, etc. The main question that comes is, the main question from most of the people comes is, why we have to learn actually? Why you have to learn? So why only data science? Why the data science actually? So we understood the what is the technical aspects of this one. Why to learn the data science? So as you know that the current situation is different actually, because due to some pandemic from the last 1 year, so we have a lot of people has lost the jobs. Maybe some of the people who are looking for the jobs nowadays, the companies are not recruiting. So now the slowly the pandemic has been decreased. Now our life has been almost all has been come to a normal state actually. Now the jobs has been started and there is going to be there. So the main thing here is why the data science actually, why I have to learn the data science. So this is going to be nothing but one of the latest technology we are going to be learning actually. So a good opportunities we are having. So being it's the latest technology, we are going to be having a very good opportunities are there. So companies are recruiting the people who are having the knowledge of the machine learning, the data science, Python, whatever it may be, the concepts, whatever it may be. You can find a lot of jobs in the Naukri also. So one of the, even if you see any job portals like LinkedIn or etc., you can find a lot of jobs based on this machine learning concepts actually. So let us go to the naukri.com and let us verify what are the jobs, how many jobs we are having based on this. And you know that one of the currently the top it is going to be right now it is in we have a JavaScript on the top actually. After that machine learning, the deep learning concepts. These are some of the most popular what we are having here. So I just type machine learning actually. So it is going to be machine learning, data science, machine learning engineer, machine learning, artificial intelligence, data scientist, machine learning training. We have that option, machine learning Python, some keywords are there. So let us go for, simply I go for machine learning. Just go for the search. So every day, there will be a lot of jobs are going to be gets available actually. So there are different types of roles are there. Don't worry about the roles. I just type in only machine learning. There are different types of jobs we are going to be having here. So all of them are asking the same basic IT skills, which is going to be the keywords like data science, machine learning. We can see the words actually, Python, data scientist, data mining. So there is some lot of advantages if you learn this particular course. The advantage is after completion of this, actually who works on machine learning? Generally, we are going to call him as an ML engineer, the machine learning engineer, what we call them as. The people who are working on machine learning, who are machine learning experts, we call him as an ML engineer, the machine learning engineer. So machine learning engineer main role is loading the data, data analytics, data cleansing, data visualization, applying the machine learning algorithms, evaluating and improving of model performance. A lot of work will be there. A lot of work will be there. But when you go to real time, whenever we are working with huge projects, so I was not only the one person who does all these things actually. So when you go to the real application, though you have been recruited based on the machine learning also, there is a chance that you are going to work in the other areas also. Like you may be completely concentrating on a data analytics part. Then your role is going to be what we are going to call it as a data analyst. So then your role is going to be, you can also go as a data analyst. It's not that the jobs you can apply after completion of this course is not only just a machine learning engineer. So you can find the machine learning engineer course. So let us verify what are the jobs we are having once again. So let me close it. Okay. So let me go for again the same Naukri. Okay. So the role is going to be not only the machine learning engineer. It is going to be not only the machine learning engineer. You can go for a different types of roles. So I'm saying that, which is going to be nothing but I say machine learning engineer. So we can say a machine learning engineer, what we are going to call it as. So whenever you say machine learning engineer, just if we can see the roles and responsibilities of the machine learning engineer, let us look at one of them. So a machine learning engineer is there. So if you can see that. So what are their responsibilities basically? You can see these are the responsibilities. We are looking for application with a strong background of analytics and data mining, some kind of an web, social and big data, machine learning and pattern recognition, language processing, natural language processing, NLP, and computational linguistics, statistical modeling and inferencing the information retrieval. And these are going to be some kind of an requirements what we are going to be having. Experience in predictive model and predictive software development, skill in Java, C++, or whatever the Perl or Python or similar scripting languages. And I told you about the other languages are also. Experience using R, MATLAB, or any other software, any other statistical softwares. And I just told you, S classification. If you observe carefully, SVM, decision trees, random forest, neural networks, these kind of applications. And regressions, linear regression, logistic regression, some kind of an application. Even deep learning kind of a things. So it is going to be some kind of an a machine learning engineer we can go for, or it need not to be only machine learning engineer. You can also go as an a data analyst also we can go for. So even the data analyst. So data analyst role is going to be nothing but analyzing the data actually. Yeah. NLP is not going to be included in this particular class because NLP is going to be something different actually. It is not going to be the what we can say that which is not that much easy to understand that. So it is going to be some kind of an data analyst. The NLP is going to be included as part of the what we can say in the deep learning course actually. But in our machine learning also, we have some basic NLP discussion is going to be gets available there. A basic NLP, the NLP discussion is going to be gets available there. So a data analyst role. So when I talk about a data analyst role, if you see them, so it is going to be some kind of an analyst is role is there. So using SQL, R or Python programming in the execution of data analysis that will contribute the final project deliverables. So these are going to be some kind of an requirement. That means you need not to be only go as a machine learning engineer. You can go as a data analyst, or even you can be an expertise in the data visualizations. So even data visualization expert also we can go for. So there are different chances are there. So it is not that you concentrate on you concentrate only on the don't concentrate only on the ML related jobs. You can go as with any kind of a job. If you're specialist in data visualizations, so we can go for this kind of a jobs also what we can go for actually. So there are different types of jobs are there. So data visualization developer. It may be a Python, it may be a Tableau, or it may be Power BI. So anything by using whatever the software you require, you have to be in a position to perform that applications. So there is no specific single role. So we can see even in data analyst also, we have machine learning, we have a Python. Okay. So some kind of an skills are going to be gets required here. So you can work for any kind of a role what we can have. Multiple opportunities. So you need not to be compulsory only as a machine learning expert. So, but after the completion of the course, so you can become a real machine learning engineer. You can become, because whatever the course curriculum we are discussing is completely related to the machine learning engineer only. But you may get once you go to the real application, when you go to the real environment, you may be given as a data analyst, or you may be given a role as a data visualization expert. So these are all very good jobs because the data analysis is not just like an only the current trend only. From very last decades of time, we have a data analyst is there. Data visualization also plays an important role. Even in the coming future also, we have a lot of data visualization techniques are going to be required actually. So go as a machine learning engineer, data analyst, data visualization expert. You cannot become a data scientist with this particular knowledge. For a data scientist, you should be also learning the deep learning concepts also, because data science is containing the machine learning as well as the deep learning concepts actually. So though you are not a complete real data scientist, because if you go to the jobs of real data scientists, their roles are going to be something different actually. So go as a data scientist, their roles are going to be something different. So it is a little bit higher level. They requires some kind of an when you say data scientist, you should be a PhD, or you should be graduated from IITs, some kind of an application. So data scientist, data analyst, machine learning, deep learning kind of concept you require. So data scientist, Python, Matplotlib, the MATLAB, and machine learning algorithms are required. So AI is a different, little bit higher levels actually. It is advanced to the data scientist actually. So 2 to 6 years of time, strong experience in statistical modeling and machine learning models. So technologies are going to be Pandas, NumPy, SkyPy, PySpark, PyTorch, Matplotlib. Geolocation based tools are there. Tools we are going to use Jupyter Notebook. Anyhow, we use this actually. And there are different types of the responsibilities what we are going to be having. So a little bit different. So writing our own algorithms. He is going to become a data scientist. So according to their business requirement, they will develop their own algorithms. Here, what we are doing here is we are only using the existing algorithms, but we are not developing our own algorithms. So we can see that independently or alongside junior scientists implement machine learning models by procuring the data from platform, client, and public data sources actually. So implementing features, preparing of data model set, feature selection, ensuring proper runtime deployment of the models, a little bit higher level it is going to be there. So you can become a machine learning engineer is sufficient. Nowadays, a lot of requirements are there. So getting a job as part of the current pandemic, so current as part of the current situation. So if you go for Java, a lot of requirements are there. At the same time, a lot of competition is also there actually. So getting a job as of now, Java is going to be a little bit difficult because a lot of competition is available in the market right now. So people are looking for this type of latest courses like Microsoft Azure, or it may be AWS. Blockchain is now not there actually. Internet of Things, IoT. IoT is also one of the latest the trend what the people are looking for actually. So as part of the technology view, it is going to be very advanced level compared to the previous traditional programming languages. And apart from that, getting a job really on machine learning is very, very easy. If really concentrate properly. Easy means simply like learning like a normal programming languages, because I think you have seen a lot of people. So who has been having a gap of 3 years, 4 years of time, they used to learn testing tools and they used to get the job on the testing tools very easily. Yes, they got the jobs very easily. They really got the jobs. But the problem they face, currently they're facing here is almost all the testing tools jobs has been almost all saturated at some particular point of time. So their salaries are also not good, that much good compared to the other people, the other technologies. And nowadays there is no that much requirement on the testing tools also, because almost all the testing has been automated by most of the applications actually. So getting a job on testing tool some few years before is very easy. It's very easy. So everybody who are having a gap of 3 years, 4 years, trying getting some working on some other areas, and again came back here, and they used to learn testing tools and get a job very easily. They used to learn Selenium and they used to get a job very easily. I've seen a lot of people who has got the jobs on testing. But over the time period, the main problem here is over the time period, it has been got saturated, and their salaries are also not that much. They don't have that much hikes compared to the other programming languages. But data science is not like that. The coming future is completely on data science, AI, deep learning, machine learning, these concepts only. And people are worried about that. If AI comes into existence, the jobs are going to be gets exhausted actually. Yes, jobs are exhausted. What type of jobs it is going to be? The middle level, not the higher level, not at the lower level. The middle level people are going to be gets exhausted. Like for example, a simple example I can say that you take an example of like for example, there is a bank is there. So as you know that with advanced technologies, what is happening, we know that. So you go to a bank, there is a person is sitting there who is going to clarify your whatever the questions you have or whatever the inquiries we have. Everything is going to clarify that. But over a time period, what happens here is nowadays already it has came. So it has been completely AI based banking systems are coming actually. No person will be sitting there. You know that in Amazon, we have the supermarkets are there. In India's we don't have it, but Amazon supermarket is there. It is completely AI-based systems are there. So nobody is going to be there. No shopkeeper, no salesperson, who is nothing is going to be there. You go to the shop and get the articles, get whatever the items you require, take away. No need of paying anything at all. Automatically, based on whatever the items we have been purchased, they will automatically scan them. Automatically, when you pick it from the rack, automatically it scans it automatically. Immediately they are going to identify them. So you have picked this particular one. All these are the some of the success stories of AI systems actually. So no security guard, nothing is going, nobody is going to be there. Immediately you enter, take the articles and come outside. No need of paying anything, no need of staying any line, nothing is required. No billing, nothing is required. Directly come with that. And best example is going to be your driverless cars are there. So as you know that Uber is deploying the driverless cars actually. So if Uber deploys the driverless car, who is going to lose the jobs actually? The drivers are going to lose the jobs. But AI engineers will not lose the jobs. Machine learning expert does not lose the job. So programmers does not lose the job. The who are working on AI systems, who are working on machine learning, those people are not going to lose any jobs there. Drivers are going to lose the jobs. Okay, the clerical jobs. These kind of the people who are going to be working. If driverless cars comes, the AI systems has been developed. So a continuous changes in the AI applications will be done. So AI engineers are required. If the AI machines are doing any wrong, we have to identify them. So drivers are going to lose the jobs, but not the AI engineers and not the machine learning experts. So that is the idea behind that. So if AI comes, really the jobs will be lost, but not the other type of jobs. It is not going to be the people who works on technology wise, who are not working on non-technology, who are not working on the technology side, they are going to lose that particular jobs. Okay. So as of the current situation, you have a lot of requirements are there compared to other technologies. Currently, a lot of requirements are there, a lot of opportunities are there, and a less competition is also available because I've seen a lot of people. So initially, they will start with a lot of a lot of interest. They will start with the machine learning, and clearly, I'm saying that learning machine learning is not like just like a programming language. A lot of reading, a lot of understanding is required. It's not that much easy, and that is not sufficient. Even you can just learn the straightforward methods. This is a first step, this is a second step, this is a third step. If you learn like that, that is not going to be sufficient when you go to the real applications. Self-learning, most of them is going to be the self-learning. I do a lot of self-learning. I told you yesterday, I have done a lot of research on these examples. Whatever I have been done the research, I'll show you those examples practically to you. So the thing here is, there is no straightforward methods are there. Different ideas and a different way of implementation. Same concept cannot be applicable to all the types of the problem. Different problem, different solutions. Problems are different, solutions are different. So we have to understand when to go for which solution. And we can apply all types of solutions, which among that, which one is the best solution. That is the only thing what we do it in machine learning. You got some self ideas, you got some idea. Okay, let us do this one. Let us do in this way. If you find that if this is the best way, apply them and check it out. Is it working properly? No, this is not a best idea. Go for another solution. So it is kind of a research. Machine learning is not a learning actually. It is a kind of a research. We have to do a lot of research on that. When you start with our machine learning courses, classes, we'll understand how much research we are going to do. So every day we have to read a lot of articles on that. Different peoples will write different opinions. So we use as a lot of online resources for that. One of the most popular blog we are going to use is, I think you have heard about that. This is going to be towards datascience.com. A very good online platform for us actually. For data science people, a very good platform. It's towards data science. So these are going to be, a lot of things are going to be there. A lot of articles will be written. So every day we have to read what is hypothesis testing. So we do that actually. So everything is going to be, it's completely dedicated for only for AI platform only. This is one of the best platform we are going to be doing. So every day a lot of articles will be written. What is Bernoulli distribution with Python? We have to understand what is Bernoulli distribution. We'll discuss it. What is a Bernoulli distribution? Machine learning and the details. Different people will write a different articles. How to learn any algorithm in a machine learning. So I will share this kind of an interesting articles every day. And even if you subscribe also, you will be getting a lot of subscriptions to your email also. I told you how to learn any algorithm in a machine learning, how we are going to learn it actually. So there are so many things are going to be there. You have to read all that particular articles. We have to read it actually. Theory concept. There may not be any practical concept, but how to success, how to get succeeded in the data science related projects. So they will be giving some articles. Some expertise are going to be writing this one. So you have to read a lot of articles on that. Every day we have to read a lot of articles. A lot of self-study is going to be gets available there. Okay. So that is a basic idea behind that. So there are different roles are there which can be suitable for you. To become a real data scientist, it's a little bit hard actually. It's not that much easy to become a real data scientist. It takes some time. But as of now, machine learning expert or a machine learning engineer, or you can go as a data analyst, or you may get a data visualization expert, whatever it may be, data cleansing expert you may become. You can work in different areas. You may work in data cleansing, you may work in data collection. Data collection is something role to data engineering actually. So you can work as a data collection expert, you can work as a data visualization, data cleansing, data analytics, machine learning, or even you may work in the area of evaluating of model performance. Somebody is developing the um, machine learning models. You may become an expertise in evaluating of the model performance. So different models will be given like a testing. So testing all the different models. So you may become an expert. Data science is not a very small area. We have a lot of core areas are there. Even you can become, if you're expertise in machine learning, evaluating a model performance, so you will be allotted the job related to the role which are related to machine learning expert. So multiple opportunities are there. So based on your expert area on your data science, because data science is not a single technique, it is a collection of techniques are there. So you can go with any one of the role, whatever that is required, whatever the area you are interested, you can go into that particular area, but learn more and more things. If you want to become a data analyst, so learn all the things which are related to data analyst. If you want to become a data visualization expert, go with techniques, go for the data visualization techniques. So data visualization techniques also is having a very good job opportunities, very good job opportunities. Analyst is also having a good opportunities, because all these are different techniques what we are going to be learning. So that's it. That is about the idea behind that. So today I have just given some idea about how we are applying the machine learning algorithms. I just shown you one small sample example only. Even if you don't understand, leave it, does not matter with that. And I just given some idea about why the best is as of now, why the data science is the best learning course, because a lot of opportunities, and as part of the current situation also, learning a latest technology will ensure that you will be getting a job, a good job, and it within a good span of time you can get the job. If you depend on some other technologies, it may be a little bit hard to get a job. And we have a multiple options for you. It's not that you have to be going only as a machine learning expert. Based on your expertise, you can go with a different roles also. Okay, so that's it for the today's class, and we'll stop the session for today. And in the tomorrow's class, I'm going to give you an idea about what are the different types of learning methodologies are there, what are the learning types are there, and I'm going to give you some idea about what is KNN, what is decision trees, some little bit idea about the algorithms topic we are going to talk in the tomorrow's class. Okay, so just for today, we'll stop the session here. And if you have any questions, we'll take up the questions now. So if you have any questions, either you can unmute yourself and you can speak. Otherwise, you can just type the questions. So we'll have a questions time now. Do you have any questions, anyone?
Hi, Vamsi. Hello.
Yeah.
Can you hear
Who's
me? This
this?
is Suresh.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. So the problem with me is I can't really attend the class at 9 o'clock in the morning, but I just want to,
Okay.
to join in your sessions. So do you provide the
Mhm.
recorded sessions?
Yes, they'll give the recorded sessions actually. So you can contact Durga Soft team. All the recorded sessions, materials, and all these things will be get shared to you. I think they
Okay.
already informed you regarding that in your mail. I think you will be getting all those things actually. So just give me a minute. So this is all going to be including the course contents, and all these things will be given. And
Yeah.
they're saying that okay, recording videos are going to be provided actually. Recording videos
Okay.
will be provided
So the actual session will start from Monday, right?
Monday onwards, starting with Python.
Okay. The other thing is,
So you have this
uh,
actually. So video access and materials, just click on the link
yeah.
actually. So and
Okay.
so link is there. You can
Yeah.
go there
Yeah.
and you can get all your this one. I think once you pay the fees, then you'll be getting accessing to the this
To
particular
this link.
videos. I
Okay.
think so.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
the online videos will be, so the link will change on Monday. Is that
Yeah.
correct? Or okay.
Link I think change will from Monday onwards. I think.
Yeah, the other problem is, I'll pay money tomorrow, but it might get reached until maybe
Mhm.
on Monday or Tuesday. So
That
uh,
that you have to talk with the that you have to talk with the Durga Soft people. I was a consultant
okay,
trainer for them. So I
okay,
was
cool.
not
Yeah.
into the fees related and all these things. I don't
Okay, no
discuss them.
worries.
If you have any questions on technical questions, we can discuss with me.
Yeah, hi
Okay, no.
Vamsi. So I'm Mokshit.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah,
so
Mokshit.
so in our classes, so we are going to cover Python, NumPy,
Mm.
and Pandas, sir, right?
Pandas, Matplotlib, sklearn. These are all
Okay.
whatever that is related to our machine learning. The machine learning algorithms will learn all the things actually. Sometimes I may use a SciPy. So whatever the modules that are required, we are going to, except neural networks. Neural networks is separated into deep learning classes actually.
Okay, so in my organization,
We'll
so
give
we
some idea
have
about
an
what is neural networks.
yeah. So in my organization, we have an openings in Python, NumPy, and Pandas. So if we learn these classes, so we can work on real-time scenarios,
Yes.
right? Okay.
Yeah. You
So
can work with the real-time scenarios. Working with pandas means except machine learning. There will not be machine learning will not be there, but it is either it's a part of data analytics part will be there. NumPy and pandas will work together. Mostly the role is going to be data analyst role. It is going to be. What is the role name actually? Do you have any idea about the role name? What is the name of the role?
yes, data science, data analyst only.
Data analyst only. So I'm saying no, if you learn sklearn, then you will become an ML expert. Otherwise, you will become only a data analyst if you're working on only on the pandas only, because pandas is completely for a data analytics part.
Okay, anywhere in our session, so we are going to
So you
cover
have seen one
all the
example
things,
now.
right?
Yes, all the things, all total, including data analyst course along with the machine learning.
Okay, if we switch to other organization, so
So
we are
today
in
you
a
have seen one
position
example.
to. Yeah, sorry to interrupt you.
Work
So
on.
if we switch to another
Today we have seen
organization,
one
so then
example
we
now.
yeah, please go.
Yeah, today we have shown you one example. That example is on pandas actually. So that's a basic idea I have been given you. So when you switch to other organization, you can become a data analyst or you can go as a machine learning expert also. But only thing I suggest here is once if you, for example, in your own company, you're having the requirement. So you move it to pandas. If for example, if you don't concentrate on machine learning there, so what will happen here is when you go to other organization, if it is within a short span of time, not a problem. But after 2 years, 3 years, if you go there, then automatically by the time you will forget about the machine learning concepts actually. Then you will become only data analyst. Your expertise is completely on data analyst only. So try
Yeah.
to implement machine learning algorithms also based on the whatever the analysis you have been gotten. It may not be for implementation purpose. That is for your knowledge purpose. You can implement them.
Okay, so so after our classes, so we are in a position to work at least 2 years of experience on machine learning, something like that, right? Or 1 year, something.
Yes. You can work with the 3 years of experience. 3 years, up to 3 years
Okay,
you can work.
okay, thank you.
Okay, because mainly for a 3 years experienced guy, mainly evaluation of model is very important. So I was an expertise in that particular core area. I'm mainly my expertise in applying the machine learning algorithms and what are the different techniques to evaluate the model performance. We have a lot of discussions are there actually. Even in the whatever the course curriculum that has been shown in the online, that is something different from my course. Still I have a lot of other algorithms are also there. I'll share you my course content is there. There is a different course content. Whatever that has been shown in the online, whatever the course content is there, more than that we are going to learn it. Actually, their evaluation is not available, but I have a lot of evaluation techniques are there. We have a lot of improvement techniques are there. We are going to discuss about all those additional concepts. That is my specialization actually. I was an expert in that particular area actually. So you will be learning subject wise. You will be getting a lot of knowledge you are going to get, but you have to follow my classes and you have to do your own examples only. Self learning must be there mostly apart from my classes. Okay, Mokshit. Okay, so anyone, any other questions? Okay, fine then. So if you have any more questions, we'll take up the questions. Otherwise we'll end up the session for today and we'll continue tomorrow. Okay, so thank you all of you. I think no more questions are there. So thank you all of you, and we'll meet up tomorrow at the same time.
Sir, I have sent
So
a
tomorrow
question
also
in
it will
the
be a demo
chat.
class only.
I
So
have
just
sent a question.
yeah. Who is this? John Patton, right? Okay. Is data science helpful for industries other than software development? See, this whatever the data science is not related to any software industry. It is going to be some kind of an industries we are going to work. So everywhere we are going to work with that. So yesterday I talked about some test cases actually. So in medical related companies you can work with the retail marketing. So everywhere, anywhere we can work with that. Banks will have a data scientist. Even like e-commerce sites will have a requirement of data scientist. So data scientist is not just only for a software company only. So it is one of the role which is available, which is using some software, but actually it is not related to software job actually. So we can work with, so a software company can have a different clients can be there. So the clients can have a different, so there is one e-commerce site is there, like Amazon is there. Amazon is having its own software development team is available. So they don't go for a software company. So maybe you are working for a software company, maybe you are recruited as a data scientist, but you are going to provide the services for the various clients. It may be medical, or it may be a finance, or it may be something like a manufacturing, or it may be energy, or it may be a traveling agents, whatever it may be. Almost all every areas we are having the machine learning is there. Okay, so it's not that you have to work only for a software developer, and you are not a software developer first of all. So it is a machine learning engineer. So in any industry we can work with that, in any area we can work with that, all domains can use this. Okay, John. Okay, so I think that's it for the today's class. We'll stop it for today and meet you tomorrow. Hope we'll see all of you in the tomorrow's class. Thank you all of you, and have a nice day.